Welcome to our channel, History Coins HD. We have some valuable coins for you, so don't spend one of them. So watch our complete video and find your treasure. This coin could make you rich overnight. Top 1, we have something truly special to talk about, the 1974 United States quarter dollar. This coin may look like just another piece of change, but what if I told you it could be worth a small fortune? Stick with me through this video, and I'll guide you through the unique story, features, and potential value of this remarkable coin. Let's take a trip back to 1974. The United States was going through a period of change. President Richard Nixon had just resigned amidst the Watergate scandal, and the country was grappling with economic challenges, including high inflation and a rising oil crisis. In the midst of all this, the United States Mint produced a coin that, over time, would become highly sought after by collectors, the 1974 quarter dollar. And now, the 1974 quarter dollar might look like any other quarter at first glance. After all, the design hasn't changed much since the coin's introduction in 1932, featuring George Washington's portrait on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. But, as we know, appearances can be deceiving. You see, while the standard 1974 quarter dollar is widely circulated and typically worth just 25 cents, there's something very interesting about a specific subset of these coins. There are certain 1974 quarters with a distinctive minting error, and these coins are worth far more than face value. Before we dive into the error coins, let's take a moment to discuss the coin's general design. The obverse, or front side, features a portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. This design was created by John Flanagan and has been a staple of U.S. quarters for decades. It's a powerful tribute to Washington, capturing the dignity and leadership of one of the nation's founding fathers. On the reverse side, the quarter features the classic American bald eagle, which symbolizes strength, freedom, and national pride. Surrounding the eagle is the inscription United States of America and E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. The reverse design has remained largely unchanged since it was first introduced in 1932, making it one of the most recognizable symbols of American currency. But here's where things get interesting. As we mentioned earlier, most 1974 quarters are just like any other quarter in circulation, standard, unremarkable, and worth exactly 25 cents. However, due to a minting mistake, there are some 1974 quarters that have been struck with an unusual error. These are the coins that collectors are searching for, and they can be worth a significant amount of money. So, what's the error we're talking about? Some 1974 quarters were accidentally double struck, meaning the coin was pressed into the die not once, but twice, resulting in a coin with an overlapping design. The result is a coin that features two impressions of George Washington and the eagle, creating a unique and rare appearance that stands out from standard quarters. This double strike error makes the coin highly collectible, and as you can imagine, coins with such flaws are much rarer than the standard versions. Finding a double-struck 1974 quarter in good condition is no easy feat. Many of these error coins were circulated widely, meaning most of them have suffered significant wear and tear. However, if you manage to find one in excellent condition, perhaps even in mint or near mint condition, it could be worth a small fortune. But it's not just the double-struck quarters that can be valuable. Some 1974 quarters also feature other minting anomalies, such as off-center strikes or incorrect metal compositions. These errors may not be as common as the double-struck variety, but they still attract attention from serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for such rarities. Now, let's talk about the real question on your mind: how much could these rare coins actually be worth? Well, the value of a 1974 quarter with a minting error depends on several factors, including the type of error, the condition of the coin, and the rarity of the specific error. A standard 1974 quarter, in average circulation condition, will only fetch a few dollars, if that. However, if you find a double-struck 1974 quarter in uncirculated or near-perfect condition, you could be looking at a coin worth anywhere between $48,000 and $52,000. Yes, you heard that right, $48,000 to $52,000. That's right, one single 1974 quarter could be worth tens of thousands of dollars, depending on its condition and rarity. It's no wonder that collectors are always on the lookout for these elusive coins. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon one of these rare quarters, you could be holding onto a true treasure that could change your financial future. So, the next time you dig through your coin jar or visit a local antique store, keep an eye out for any 1974 quarters. If it looks like it has a minting error, whether it's a double strike, an off-center impression, or some other anomaly, you might be holding onto a valuable piece of history. In conclusion, the 1974 United States quarter dollar may look like an ordinary coin at first glance, but hidden within its design is the potential for incredible value. Whether it's due to a minting error or its rarity and good condition, this coin is a must-have for collectors who are always on the hunt for the next big find. So, check your coin collections and keep your eyes peeled for that elusive 1974 quarter. It could be worth a small fortune. Top 2. We're diving deep into a fascinating coin from the United States that might just be hiding in your collection or in your pocket change. We're talking about the 1983 United States quarter dollar. Now, you might be thinking, what makes this quarter so special? Well, stick around, because you'll soon find out that this seemingly ordinary coin can be worth an extraordinary amount of money. When we talk about coins, we often think about their history, design, and rarity. The 1983 quarter is no exception, but it's the rarity of this coin, combined with its unique characteristics, that sets it apart. First, let's take a look at the context behind this coin. In 1983, the U.S. Mint produced millions of quarters, and the 1983 variety, minted in Denver, was one of the most common coins of its time. These coins circulated heavily, with most people using them in their everyday transactions without giving them a second thought. But here's the kicker: while many 1983 quarters were minted and widely used, only a few of them have managed to survive in pristine, uncirculated condition. As time goes by, most coins in circulation get worn down, tarnished, or damaged, making the pristine versions extremely rare and valuable for collectors. The 1983 quarter is an excellent example of how a coin's condition can drastically affect its worth. Coins that were once used for day-to-day spending often show signs of wear from being in people's pockets, dropping, or just being handled frequently. However, if you happen to come across a 1983 quarter that is in mint condition, free of scratches, dings, and discoloration, you could be holding onto a small fortune. Now, let's talk about the design of the coin. On the obverse, you'll see the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This depiction of Washington has become synonymous with U.S. quarters, and it's one of the most recognized images in American numismatics. The reverse side features the eagle in flight, perched above a banner with the words E pluribus unum. This design, while classic and well-known, only increases the charm and historical significance of the quarter. But what really excites collectors about the 1983 quarter is the fact that there are some with unique minting errors. These rare errors can add even more value to an already valuable coin. For example, there are instances where the coin may have a double die, which means the design was struck twice, resulting in a blurry or overlapping appearance on some letters or numbers. These types of errors are highly prized because they're unique, and finding a quarter with such an error can send its value soaring. Minting errors like this are so sought after in the numismatic world that they can increase a coin's value exponentially. If you find yourself lucky enough to own a 1983 quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a minting error, you could be sitting on a very valuable piece of American history. Some collectors will pay top dollar for such rare coins, especially when they are in mint condition. So, how much could a 1983 quarter be worth today? Well, if you have one in perfect condition, it could fetch anywhere between $43,000 to $45,000. Yes, you heard that right, a single quarter, which might seem like just another coin in your collection, could potentially be worth up to $45,000. It's truly incredible how something as small as a coin, which was once part of daily life, can hold such immense value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just happens to stumble upon a 1983 quarter in your pocket change, it's worth taking the time to inspect it carefully. With the right condition and, in some cases, a minting error, you could be holding onto a coin that is worth far more than you imagined. Top 3. We're diving into a coin that's part of everyday change, yet holds the potential for incredible value. We're talking about the 1987 United States quarter dollar. You may have one of these sitting in your coin jar or in your collection, but did you know it could be worth thousands of dollars? That's right, what might seem like a regular coin could actually hold significant value in the right condition. So, let's take a closer look at this remarkable coin and discover exactly what makes it so valuable. The 1987 quarter is not one you'd normally think of when considering high-value coins. After all, quarters are widely circulated, and the 1987 version was produced in relatively large numbers. However, it's the scarcity of the coin in uncirculated condition, as well as a few key factors, that truly set this coin apart from the rest. So, what's so special about the 1987 P quarter, and how did it earn such an impressive price tag? First, let's take a look at the history and background of this coin. The 1987 P quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P mintmark. At this time, the United States was still recovering from the economic shifts of the 1980s, and the quarter itself was part of the standard issue, designed by John Flanagan and featuring the iconic George Washington portrait on the obverse side. The reverse side features a majestic eagle, standing as a symbol of strength and freedom. These coins were widely used in daily transactions and weren't initially considered rare or valuable. So, what makes the 1987 P quarter stand out to collectors today? The answer lies in its rarity and mint state, particularly in higher grades such as MS67 and above. The vast majority of the coins were heavily circulated, leading to wear and damage. Coins that were in pristine condition were far less common. Over the years, collectors have begun to realize the true value of coins that have survived in excellent shape, and that's where the magic happens. Coins that have been well preserved, without visible wear and tear, are considered uncirculated or mint state, and that's what really drives the value of the 1987 P quarter. Coins in this condition have the potential to sell for a premium, especially when they're graded by reputable coin grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations evaluate a coin's condition and assign a grade, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. But it's not just about the condition of the coin, there are a few other important factors that make the 1987 P quarter even more valuable. Some versions of the coin have been found to have minting errors, such as double strikes, misaligned dies, or off-center strikes. These unique features can make a coin even more sought after by collectors, as errors are considered rare and unusual. A coin with a minting flaw can often fetch a much higher price than a standard issue coin, particularly if it's in great condition. Now, you might be wondering just how much a 1987 P quarter could be worth. While most of these coins are worth just a few dollars in typical condition, the ones that are in pristine, uncirculated condition, or those with rare minting errors, can see values soar to astronomical amounts. If you have a 1987 P quarter that is graded in mint state and features an error or comes from a batch with a unique feature, you could be looking at a value anywhere between $38,000 to $40,000. Yes, you read that right, $38,000 to $40,000 for a single coin. It may seem hard to believe, but it's true. That's the kind of value that coins in exceptional condition, especially those with rare features, can command. And while finding a 1987 P quarter in such pristine condition is no easy feat, it certainly makes searching through your old change jars or coin collections worth it. So, before you toss that quarter into your jar or spend it on your next cup of coffee, take a closer look at it. If it's from 1987 and has that P mintmark, it could be worth a lot more than its face value. You might just have a hidden treasure sitting right in front of you. Top 4. We're diving into the fascinating story of a coin that could be hiding in plain sight, a United States of America 1990 quarter dollar with the P mintmark. This humble piece of currency may seem ordinary at first glance, but stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand why it might be worth far more than just 25 cents. Let's begin with a bit of context. The year 1990 was an interesting time in American history. The economy was shifting, technology was advancing, and the country was gearing up for a new era of growth. Amidst all this change, the U.S. Mint continued its mission to produce coins for everyday transactions. One such coin was the 1990 quarter dollar, minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the P mintmark. This coin became a staple in pockets, cash registers, and vending machines across the country. But what makes the 1990 P quarter so special? To answer that, we need to take a closer look at the coin itself. On the obverse, or front, of the coin, we see the iconic profile of George Washington, a design that has graced the quarter since 1932. The details of Washington's hair, his sharp profile, and the inscriptions around him make this design instantly recognizable. On the reverse side, we find the bold image of a heraldic eagle, wings spread wide, clutching arrows and an olive branch. This classic design symbolizes strength, unity, and peace. While millions of these coins were minted, not all of them are created equal. The value of any coin lies in a combination of factors: rarity, condition, and any unique characteristics that set it apart. For the 1990 P quarter, coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are already highly sought after by collectors. These coins have sharp details, no wear marks, and maintain their original luster, making them stand out. But here's where things get really interesting. Some 1990p quarters are known for their unique minting errors. These could include off-center strikes, double dies, or other unusual imperfections that occurred during production. Errors like these are like gold to collectors, as they make each coin a one-of-a-kind piece. If you're lucky enough to find a 1990p quarter with a significant minting error, its value can skyrocket. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins? Start by closely examining your quarter. Look for any anomalies in the design, such as doubling of the text or unusual markings. Check the overall condition of the coin. Is it free from scratches and wear? The closer it is to mint condition, the more valuable it becomes. For a truly accurate assessment, consider having your coin graded by a professional service. A high-grade 1990p quarter with an error can turn an ordinary find into an extraordinary treasure. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. What is this coin actually worth? A 1990p quarter dollar in exceptional condition with rare minting errors has been known to fetch between $35,000 and $38,000 at auctions. That's right, this little piece of American history could be worth a small fortune. So, what are you waiting for? Go through your old coin collections, check those jars of change, and pay closer attention to the quarters you receive in your daily transactions. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden gem that could change your life. Top 5. We're diving into a coin that might just surprise you, the 1994 United States of America quarter dollar. Yes, this seemingly ordinary coin could actually be worth a small fortune. Stay with us until the end, because we're revealing its astonishing value, and it's a number you won't want to miss. The 1994 quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter Series, a staple of American currency for decades. These quarters were minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark on the coin, and played an integral role in the daily lives of millions of Americans. But what sets this coin apart? Why would anyone pay thousands of dollars for a coin that was once just spare change? Let's dig deeper to find out. First, let's talk about the history behind this coin. By 1994, the United States Mint had already been producing the Washington quarter for over 60 years, following its introduction in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. This coin was designed by John Flanagan, and its iconic image of Washington has since become one of the most recognizable portraits in American currency. The 1994 quarter is a representation of this long-standing tradition, but what makes it special is its rarity in certain conditions and the intriguing quirks that make collectors hunt for it. The design of the 1994 quarter is a true classic. On the obverse, you'll find the bust of George Washington, facing left, with the words, "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" inscribed around him. The reverse features an elegant depiction of the American bald eagle with wings spread wide, clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing strength and peace. The detailed craftsmanship of this coin is a testament to the artistry of the United States Mint. While millions of 1994 quarters were produced for circulation, finding one in pristine condition is another story entirely. Most of these coins were heavily used in day-to-day transactions, leading to significant wear and tear. Over time, finding a quarter from this year that remains in near-perfect condition has become increasingly rare. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that have been well preserved, with crisp details and a shiny, unblemished surface. What's more, some 1994 quarters have unique features or errors that make them even more valuable. These could include double die errors, off-center strikes, or variations in the minting process that occurred by accident. Such errors are highly sought after in the numismatic world because they make the coin stand out as a one-of-a-kind piece. If you're lucky enough to have a 1994 quarter with one of these errors, you might be sitting on a goldmine without even knowing it. So, how do you know if your 1994 quarter is valuable? Start by examining the coin closely. Look for signs of minting errors, and check the overall condition of the coin. Coins that have been graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC and receive a high grade, indicating they are in exceptional condition, are the ones that fetch the highest prices at auctions. If your coin is in uncirculated condition, with no scratches or signs of wear, it could be worth much more than its face value. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for. A 1994 quarter dollar, in top condition or with rare errors, can command an eye-popping price. Imagine this: your old quarter could be worth $23,000 to $25,000. That's right, $23,000 to $25,000 for a single coin. Who would have thought that a small piece of change could hold such immense value? So, if you have a 1994 D quarter lying around, take a close look. It could be a treasure hiding in plain sight. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the fascinating world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins that could be worth a fortune, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new discovery. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your coin collection bring you great fortune.